It's time for me to make a change. It's time for me to move forward in professional production circles. I've never been asked for a reel. People don't hire me because of my reel. They hire me because I am a hard worker with an excellent reputation, and I embrace change. I love a good challenge. I've worked in over 2,000 productions. I've also worked extensively in film and television. I've worked with superstars and wannabes, and I'm proud to say that I've maintained my professional standards regardless of the artist.
She's going to need to go back to her trailer, change her makeup, change her dress, put her IEMs, her painted dress, center herself. Stay with her, and as soon as she leaves, call me so I know where she is. It's going to take her about 15 minutes. If it takes her more than 15 minutes, call me. At 20 minutes, I'm going to have you knock on her door to figure out where she is. Ready?
Hello, I'm Greg Sidnam, and I'm applying for a terminal graduate degree at Cal State LA. Specifically, I'd like to pursue the requirements for an MFA in the television, film, and theater program. Within that program, I would like to be within the production discipline. When I first pulled into Hollywood in a 1973 beat-up old Mercedes, I didn't know anybody in town, and I had $218 to my name. I was living in my car in 6 days. So while I was living on the streets of Hollywood, dodging parking enforcement and Hollywood beautification teams, I was always in the shadow of the Hollywood sign, the beacon that drew me to the area. Every morning I'd wake up and I'd look out and I'd see that sign and I'd think about the great career that I was going to create with just my talent and motivation. And then days turned to weeks, and weeks turned to months, and before I knew it, reality had really set in. And I knew then that I needed to put a time frame on my quest. So I promised myself then that once a year I would climb up to the top of the Hollywood sign and climb one letter. If by the end of climbing all 9 letters I did not have a career, then I would leave LA never to return, knowing that I'd given it my best shot. I made it to the Y. So 5 years of going up there every year to climb the ladder to see if I was going to make it and I was going to be able to make a decent living. Now, decent is open to interpretation as always, but I can pay my bills and I never return to living in the streets, and I never will. I would encourage anyone, everyone, to stand on a stage in front of thousands of people and feel the energy, knowing that the crowd is buzzing and everybody is waiting to see the product of your efforts. It's a life-altering experience, or at least it can be, and has been for me every time I've been lucky enough to be in that position. I've worked at Cal State LA now for over 12 years. Working in academia has proven immensely rewarding. I've been lucky enough to work with 2 university presidents, the academic elite, and the students. I couldn't ask for more. The whole idea of me pursuing a master's degree is a bit of a reach for me. I only recently returned to academia to finish my undergraduate degree at Michigan Technological University. After 25 years, I went back and managed to finish strong with a 3.88 and made the Dean's List for the first time in my life. So while my cumulative GPA may be less than the required average, I would contend that my recent performance is more indicative of my potential within your program. I've been a below-the-line hire my entire career, but that path is no longer fiscally or physically viable for me, and I'm okay with that. So don't think of this as cutting the old guy a break. Think of it as using my motivation, my dedication, and my experience to benefit your program. And that way, it's a win-win. Thank you for your time and consideration. I'm Greg Sidnam.